Walking in Northern Ireland can include everything from mountains to forests, from glens to coasts. You can even walk around a whole town. Derry, or Londonderry if you prefer, is surrounded by a 17th century wall topped by a wide paved footpath 2 kilometres long. The walls are graced by a cathedral, a guild hall with impressive stained glass, and views over the infamous Bogside. One section is called the Catwalk, where wealthy women once strutted and were jeered by the poorer classes, hence the name Catwalk. A short drive away, the Causeway Coast begins. It's a steep, rocky stretch that is terrific for a brisk walk. It's also home to the natural wonder that intrigues most visitors, even the locals. The Giant's Causeway is a strange and remarkable rock formation that juts out into the North Sea. Legend has it that the giant, Finn McCool, built this causeway to reach his ladylove, also a giant. She lived in the Hebrides. If you prefer, science says it's merely volcanic lava that has cooled into columns. There are 40,000 of these stone towers, most are hexagonal, and they form stepping stones that just disappear into the sea towards Scotland. Nearby is another rocky shape that also has a story connected to the giant.
Phil McCool had a camel, and he worked his camel extremely hard. His camel worked so hard, he was so tired, he lay down to sleep. And as we can see just over here, he's still there, he's encased in stone. You can see his head, and then his hump, and then his tail wrapped round to the front.
As you amble down these grassy cliff paths, you come to the Carrick-a-rede rope bridge, which salmon fishermen have been putting up each spring for almost 3 centuries. They use it to reach their salmon boats moored on the little island. Tourists use it to get a thrill swaying 30 metres above the sea. Further along the coastal path, you reach the 9 glens of Antrim. They're cut deeply into the coast and are full of waterfalls and tales of fairies. This is Ireland at its most moist. Here in the humid microclimate, the mosses and the ferns thrive. At Glenarife, the winding route leads ever downwards on hundreds of wooden steps, but most people can easily make the journey. Stop and ask a local, and you're bound to get a tall tale of romantic deeds and smugglers. All these walks come with a guide if you wish, or you can just do it yourself. And finally, something else for the outdoors set: bird watching.
One of the wonderful advantages Ireland has in attracting visitors is the birds that really bring the wildlife enthusiast to Ireland. They come in the summer for the seabird colonies, but they come mostly in the autumn to see the migrations of seabirds heading south to the mid-Atlantic, and in the winter to see the big flocks. I mean, anything with webbed feet will find a very comfortable home for a few months in Northern Ireland.
In the fishing harbour at Portavogie, you can see the local seals show off while waiting for the fleet to return with his dinner. On the main road into town there are large dramatic paintings, a reminder of a country that is ever so political. These were drawn for the annual parades. But despite the troubles, local entrepreneur Tony Boyd is convinced that Northern Ireland's political climate is improving rapidly, and he's staking his business on it.
I believe that the bad old days are behind us. There are still hiccups, and there are hiccups along the way, which we will get over, but I see that Northern Ireland, it has all the advantages of being under-touristed, which makes it a great destination for cycle touring.
Whether you're walking or cycling, there's plenty of room to wander alone. Well, maybe not entirely alone. Exploring the footpaths and lanes of Northern Ireland is the kind of holiday you can tackle all year round. In summer there can be patches of cool weather, but the winters can be long, mild and sunny. Anytime there can be rain. That's why it's green. As they say, don't worry, if the sky is cloudy, it's going to rain. If it's clear, it's just finished raining. Either way, park your bike or your pack and spend some quality time with the irrepressible Irish. For more information, visit our website on topoftheworld.net.